A new clip from Avatar Fire and Ash was recently released on Good Morning America, focusing on Kiri and Spider, giving us a glimpse of Spider's new changes. Avatar Theory here, hope you're doing well and having a fantastic day, and as I said, the following clip comes from Good Morning America, and the clip is roughly 40 to 50 seconds long, focuses on Kiri and Spider, where they are sitting in the water, or at least with their feet in the water, similarly to what we saw Kiri and Jake from The Way of Water. Now the clip opens and takes place during nighttime, and you can see the lights in the background, the floating rocks, as this clearly takes place by the spirit tree at the Metkayina, and Kiri opens by saying, "When I can connect again, someday, whenever," obviously referring to, well, the fact that she cannot connect to the spirit tree because of what happened in The Way of Water, and that Norm warned Jake that if she connects again, she could, well, die, especially if she connects underwater. Then she tells Spider that she can be her guide in the spirit world, obviously indicating that at this point in the movie, Spider has not connected to the spirit tree. And then the camera turns to Spider, and we can see that he has that goggles on his head, which we do see in one of the trailers where he's on top of an elu, bonding to an elu for the first time, as this clearly shows Spider without a mask, so we know that at this point he's able to breathe normally on Pandora. So whatever happened to him, whatever change happened to him, had happened at this point. And you can also see Kiri kind of playing with his hair, focusing on his new guru. Spider just says, "Well, can't I just go now?" showing his eagerness to connect to the spirit tree, and then Kiri quickly snaps back saying, "Not without me," because, well, she obviously wants to experience this with him, wants him to experience this with her for the first time, saying that a sky person can't just show up. As honestly, it would be strange for a sky person to just show up in the spirit world, as I'm certain it will be a bit overwhelming to them. She then says that it will freak out the ancestors, where their conversation gets cut short by the arrival of a Tulkun. That is pretty much where the clip ends, and although it's only a couple of seconds long, it does show us an interesting interaction between Kiri and Spider, showing us that their back and forth teasing from The Way of Water does continue onwards through Fire and Ash, and considering Spider has this new ability that he can connect to Pandora, I do wonder how audiences will react to it when they see it in theaters. Now, going into some potential spoilers based on what we saw in trailers. In one of the trailers they did show a quick glimpse of Kiri next to Spider underwater, hinting that this might happen eventually, but as to how it actually happens and what Spider's reaction will be is still up for discussion. But what do you think about this new scene, and what do you think about the playfulness between Spider and Kiri, especially now that Spider can breathe normally on Pandora? Let me know in the comments below, and for more Avatar content, have a look at the rest of my channel. Until next time, have a fantastic day and stay safe.